I'm gonna re-record this for the 50th time, where I try not to use the word stupid, except I just use the word stupid, but I won't use it in a way about somebody. But I this came up again this weekend, and this is like this theme that I see come up, and I feel like I need to do a public service announcement and go on record because I'm so tired of it. So here was this post. Epic Online Services. This game has it. You can search the game folder for EOS SDK. It'd be great to see it removed from the game. This is literally an SDK file. Everybody who actually uses software, makes software, is now looking at me like, yeah, so what? It has an SDK file in there. Who cares? Exactly, right? Since I think Unreal 4.26, Epic has included files, and they include, I'll tell you what, in the game engine, which Epic makes, they include a whole bunch of files. That's the engine. This is just one component of it. Now, this user is insisting in going around here. They go around to a bunch of games. This is a small sample. This is all they do is spam this. The Valve doesn't do anything about all this spam, whatever. But all they do is spam this, that Epic is, EOS is evil. Now, of course, if you ask them, it's just that Epic's evil. And if you ask them again, it's the woke mind virus and the Chinese. Even though, man, if you call Tim Sweeney woke, ooh, you ain't paying attention to Tim Sweeney. I like Tim. Me and Tim have gotten into arguments, like real sitting across the table. We didn't raise our voices arguments, but arguments, okay? And I still liked him. I still respect him. I really like the Unreal Engine. I really respect that entire team there. So this guy just has the beef, right? And so I posted something on TikTok because I was kind of curious there first of like what that's more. On TikTok, I tend to get more users who are less sophisticated about the inner workings of technology and more just playing the end expression, right? And so there, yeah, universally, right? Like, and then one person, of course, is like, well, no, EOS ruined gaming. How? Epic's owned by the Chinese. There's a minority stake. They're also owned by Disney. They're also owned by PlayStation. They're all like they sold a lot of stock. But it's tiring because they're going after a bunch of little devs as well. I mean, I'm a little dev. We're a little dev. But like, and it's just like because you first see this in your forums and you're like, wait a minute, is there some kind of problem? Is there something I don't know about EOS? How do we use EOS and why can't we delete it? Because we use Steam and EOS together for our matchmaking. It requires no login and it gives us cross-platform play. So what does it do to the end user? It lets them play with Xbox players. I guess that's a sin. I guess that is a sin. You in the comments are going to agree with me and be like you're going to be puzzled that I'm even talking about this. You're going to be like, wait, Chet, you're talking about that Seattle's rainy. Why would you even say that? We all know it's rainy. Like, why are you even talking about that? You're going to be mystified. And then there's going to be those few, and they're going to be so angry. Oh, they're going to start stomping their feet. They're going to tell me how Epic ruined gaming, how EOS ruined gaming, and every Epic game looks the same. Like, it's exhausting. It is just exhausting. It's a tool. And so I think it was a squad moved to EOS backend because, again, they wanted cross-platform play. Without having to create login systems differently, though I think they do have a login system for them. But like we don't have a login system. And I talked about why people have the requirement of login systems, and it's an EU requirement, blah, 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 right? It's not that you're being evil. It's just a legal requirement these days, okay? If you do certain things. We don't do certain things. So we get away with it. But okay, back to it. But Epic is not doing anything evil. These are files that are going on. In this case of the squad, they had a problem. And that is like complaining that the Unreal Engine should be deleted because this game runs at 10 FPS. That's not Epic's fault. That is the developer's fault. That is the developer either using the tool wrong, not understanding the limitations of the tool, or whatever. But that's not Epic's fault. Epic isn't evil because of that, right? And we just need to stop with this default, oh, these are evil, that somehow they're like pulling something on, that like somehow we're getting some extra cash for having EOS. Like, I can never understand, like, what is the goal? What do you think the benefit is? For me, even talking about this, I will now get negative reviews on my game. I will now get hatred. I will get people who will follow me around for the rest of my career and occasionally pop up and be like, aren't you the guy who wants us to install Chinese spyware? Like, they won't even remember what the original thing they're mad at me about. They'll just tuck it away back in their head and they'll be so angry because, oh my God, how could you say something bad about Steam and Valve? Like, I'm not saying anything bad about Steam and Valve. Dear God, if you know me, like, right, I love everybody there. I really appreciate what Valve does and Steam does, even now as an ex-employee. Like, but you can't. It's got to be a tribe. It's got to be a tribe with some people. It's got to be like, you got to be Epic or you got to be Steam. You got to be Coke and you got to be Pepsi. Like, and if you don't, they're going to come kill you. But it is these angry kids who are going to come out of the woodwork. Watch, because I had somebody the other day pop in because they didn't understand something I explained, a piece of technology I was a part of creating on Steam that I understand very well, and they didn't understand my explanation of it. So now they're insisting that I am a liar and like that they're going to go, actually they said something. That whole subject matter is the reason why I've blocked more people than anything, because if you make threats against my family, I'm going to block you. If you make threats against me, I'm probably going to laugh. But like, I don't know, as gamers and people, like, I play games. I'm going to play a game in a few minutes. It's a game a friend made. I'm excited. Actually, I'm going to stream it on the YouTubes. Like, I love games. I love playing games. I try to support smaller devs as much as I can. I talk with devs. I've talked through story on games and puzzles, and like, I love games. And we used to, back in the day in the 90s, make fun out of this attitude. And this attitude has gotten even weirder. This anger, this where you can't even form a sentence, but you're so angry. And that's what this EOS stuff is, right? It's just an extension of that. It's just on every forum post saying that, oh my God, this game has a component of Unreal, and it's an Unreal game. Yeah, big surprise. Like, yeah, it has compiled shaders. Oh my God. Do you know what those do to I can't even make jokes anymore. It is just exhausting. And I'm watching a friend get beat up for something stupid where they're being told that they didn't make their game, that somebody else had to make it. And they're trying to defend it. Like, it's such a weird thing to claim. And they're trying to defend it. And I'm just like to them, there's no defense you can give. Like, I banned and blocked that person who posted this about EOS on our forums because there's a group of these, I have tried to engage with them and explain to them and show them what it does, how we do things, why this isn't a threat. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be told I'm a woke loser, that I love China or whatever. Or, hey, I'm just giving the information, right? Chet robs banks. I'm not saying he robs banks. I'm just saying, like, right? And it's just like, it's these children who don't think we're adults who understand how language works and what their goals are, right? And this person even posts, because you can see everyone's posts, right? Everyone knows that on Steam, right? You can see all your posts. And they even say that, hey, I just hate Epic. So, hey, great, right? Don't play Fortnite then, right? And that I'm going ranty here, but that is like the other thing of like, there is like, we used to make fun back in the day about games, not so much on the game itself, but how the games were presented. And they're like, right, I mean, it's just John Romero, right? It can make you as, I'm gonna say bitch on YouTube. And it's just like, we're making fun of that attitude in that way. But the games itself, we love, we want to play, right? And now it's just like, I'm watching games get announced and the hatred over the announcement of the games is just unhinged. Like, you would think that the developers had gone to the people's houses, slaughtered their families, made them watch them slaughtering their families, tattooed their dead families' names on their arms so they would never forget, and then said, we're going to dedicate this game to the slaughtering of your family. Like, people are so mad. And I'm not going to say the games, because I'll tell you what, any game, right? And then there's these people who act like they're gatekeeping about this, of like, oh my God, this game's going to have a character of this type, and we have to stop that. And they're so angry, and they're so like going to rally the troops to try to stop that. And it's just like, man, like, games are cool. Like, games are fun. I have a lot of fun playing with our community. Like, last week I decided was going to be like my little mini vacation week during the sale, and I would just hang out and play. And we played every single day with different people and hung out and played a bunch of stuff. I'm going to play games today. I'm going to play this source mod early. Oh my God, a source mod. And then I'm going to play later tonight. I'm going to play the Anachristus because somebody wants to play some more verses. And it's just like, I play a lot of games. If you think you play a lot of games, at this point, I should just stream everything, because I almost professionally play games while I'm making them. I got to get back to making games. I really do. My vacation's over. It is June in Seattle, which means it's cloudy and rainy because it doesn't get sunny until July 5th. So I have this month. I can get back to work. But like, sometimes when making games, I watch friends just getting raked over the coals now, or myself. I'm not going to whine about myself. My life's fine and great, and I don't really care. And it's just like, man, sometimes, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it that you're going to get attacked for using an engine? You know, if you want to use Godot, man, use Godot. More power to you. Rock on. Right? I have a friend. The game everything that I posted a month back, that's using Godot, right? And that's what I thought was interesting. That's why I was talking about it and promoting it. Guess what? Those haters don't come out and be like, that's cool, man. We should support this. We should go further, right? So this is going to be my last ranty rant, I've decided. And I don't care if somebody sets something on fire and burns down the White House. We're just going to talk about the game. I'm going to keep talking about the games I like and be positive about that, because I don't know what you do in the face of this. I don't know what you do. There's no education. There's no fixing this person or getting them to understand, because it's just blind hate. And often it's xenophobic hate. This person also has a hatred of women, including Chinese. Like, I've been to Beijing a bunch. I don't like a lot of people over there. My favorite is Cher, who's the CEO of HTC. She's like a celebrity there. She's a billionaire, like, celebrity, and we're just walking around hanging out. Her and I just get along. And she's trying to shorthand introduce me to some Chinese developers, and she just said I invented Counter-Strike. I just said yes. What's gonna happen? There's something lost in the translation there, maybe. But like, I'm not gonna hate a group of people. I'm not. I'm gonna make fun of you for hating the group of people. Maybe I shouldn't make fun of you for hating a group of people anymore. Like, I want to turn blinders, and I want to just keep going. But it's stuff like this that just like, and seeing, right, like, if it's just my game, it'd be one thing. And then if it was just this, but seeing a friend just getting torn apart this weekend as well. And it's just like, if you want games, if you like games, man, wishlist games, support the developers, and be excited. Play stuff, try stuff. Man, it is the golden age of effing indie games right now. Right? I mean, I was playing Balatro a second ago. Even though I said I was going to do it on vacation time, and I didn't do it on vacation time. I wanted to do the world builder game. I have Animal Well on here as well. Oh, Ndika I was playing. Those strange play as a nun game. It's strange. It's made me think about my own thing that I'm working on. Maybe I'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm just going to start doing some more of that and stopping the other. And I don't know. I know I could be negative. Oh, Manor Lords is the other one. I don't know. Heck, I played PUBG this weekend. I'm still bad at the shooty part, but I'm good at the hiding part. That's a game of hide and go seek for me. I don't know. Oh, Bootleg Steamer's the other one I want to play. I got to get my controller fixed. All right. That's it. This is rambly. This is long. I would really appreciate if you've stuck around this long. Of how do you, as players, do you see like the rise of the negativity? I mean, so now I've been doing this for 20 years. It has changed. It is radically changed, right? I've been in the industry for 30 years, and it has changed. It has changed. And I'm just kind of at a loss. I mean, is it just because I'm involved and I'm getting yelled at? That always worries me, that it's just my myopic view. I don't know. But man, it's just going around just posting all those other little indie devs. I feel like I want to follow up to every one of their posts and say, hey, don't worry about it. It's cool. Intelligent people know this doesn't mean anything being in a directory. You don't need to delete it. It's not evil. Epic isn't evil. Tim Sweeney is not in a collusion with the Chinese trying to take over the world by providing free services for matchmaking. Oh, it's a long play, my friends. It is a long play.